Welcome to 2D Life After Hours. Now I'm just going to take my clothes. No, I'm kidding. When I say after hours, I mean literally after hours. I'm here at my place of work, Smoky Row, woot woot, and we are closed. And because I'm assistant manager, I have the keys to the store. So I kicked everyone out, and now it's just myself and I in the store, and no one else. No one else is here. But anyways, today I'm going to show you what I do for a living. I'm going to show you how I make coffee. I know there's a lot of coffee fanatics out there, so while I'm doing my whole thing, if I say a process wrong or say something wrong, don't comment down below and hate on me. I'm just a little old barista. I've only been dealing with coffee for 2 years, but I'm just going to show you how I've been taught and how I make lattes. And I'm going to try and make some latte art tonight, but I'm not very good at it. Even though I've been working here for 2 years, people have been working here for like a month, and they're a million times better at it than me. But anyways, let's before we do that, let's take a little tour of the store. So here, yes, this is our coffees. Very interesting. Those are our drip coffees. Oh, look, there's a shake machine. There's another shake machine. Over here we have some, boom, ice creams. Look at those ice creams. And then you just have the common area out there where everyone sits. Nothing too interesting. All right, let's get into the heat of things. Set my computer right here. Okay, nope, we're gonna back her up, put her down. Now, I know you can't see me, but that's all right. You don't want to see my face. We're here to make coffee. The first thing we need is some good old wholesome 2% milk. All right, every latte is made with 2% milk. Now I'm gonna explain something here. A latte is just steamed milk and espresso. Espresso is basically just concentrated coffee grounds shot through hot water. Everyone knows what coffee is. It's just coffee grounds with hot water through it. Espresso is like coffee on steroids. It's just a little bit of caffeine, but like way more caffeinated. So that's what a latte is. But today we're going to make it a flavored latte, like a mocha. A mocha is just the milk, the espresso, and then chocolate. We're going to be doing a few different variations. So we're going to start with my favorite. We're going to start with the Snicker bar latte. We got our milk. We're going to need our milk pitcher, the thing we steam milk in. We're going to need a portafilter. A portafilter is the thing we put our coffee in. So I'm going to bring the camera over here. Again, here at 2D Life, we try our best not to spend any money because we're cheap. So I'm still using my laptop, so it's kind of hard to maneuver around holding it and make coffee. So basically, over here, this guy right here is where we get our coffee grounds. Right now, it's sent to a single portafilter. Let's set it to 2. Boom. Listen for the grinding. Oh, beautiful. Set it on down there. Now we need to tamp it. This thing, now it may not look like a lot, but every time I push this thing down, you hear that click, and it distributes 100 pounds of force. So we're going to tamp this. 1, hit the sides. As you can see, there's still some loose stuff. Tamp it again. Boom, your coffee, your espresso is packed down nice in there. Now, we're going to put this guy, connect my portafilter in there, nice and tight, right? The next thing we're going to need is our flavor. Let's go for a medium. Medium's always a solid, tough to go for. Solid size, 16 ounces. Now, our Snicker bar latte has 3 ingredients. That's why it's my favorite. It has chocolate, caramel, and hazelnut. And I just realized we actually put our chocolate and caramel in the fridge for the night because if you keep it out, it ferments and gets really gross. So, as you can see, our fridge, we got white chocolate up there, and then we got chocolate and caramel back there. All right, now I got to do the correct amounts. So this is a medium. A normal medium, if it had 2 flavors, it would get a pump of each, but since we have 3, we're going to do about 3/4 chocolate, 3/4 caramel. Bam, said and done. Let us head back over here. Set you down. Here's all my different syrups. Let's see, we got hazelnut, we got French vanilla, we got chocolate mint, we got almond, we got cinnamon. We got a crap ton, but what we want is this guy. We want hazelnut. And this dude's out. You know what? People do not know how to do their jobs around here. So this is only for myself, so I'm going to just throw in a little bit there. But on a normal day, I would do 2.5 pumps. All right, let's see. Yeah, I literally just got off shift, and I worked with some crappy people tonight, so before I started this video, I was doing some stocking myself because they don't really know how to stock. There we go. All good. Ready to go. So now, as you see, we got our flavor all ready to go. So we're going to take our cup. We're going to throw it right here where we filled our middle portafilter. Now, we're going to do the most important part of any latte, the milk. You know, you can put too much flavor and not enough flavor in. That's something crucial. But if you burn the milk or make it too cold, your drink's ruined. It's done for. I don't know how many times when I first started working, I got complaints like, oh, this milk is totally burnt, this or that. And you don't want to waste milk. You know, milk is something expensive. So you want to get the right amount. And if you look in here, you're probably thinking, well, Nathaniel, that's not near enough to fill the cup you just had. You're right. That cup is 16 ounces. This is probably only like 10 ounces of milk. But when we're aerating the milk, that's how we make it hot. Milk actually expands to about 40%. So, you know, we're going to get a little less than double of this milk. So I know my math doesn't equal out there because I said 10 ounces. That would equal 20 ounces. So we might have a little bit too much milk. But anyways, this is where the hard part comes in. Right here. This is my aerator. When I pull this lever, water comes out. It comes out like in a mist. And basically what it's doing, it's putting hot water into this. And there's 3 different steps, I guess, while you're making your milk. The first step is aerating it. This milk right now is going to be about at like, it's pretty cold. It's like frickin', it's going down, not even 60 degrees. Anyways, the milk is like milk from a refrigerator. But you're going to aerate it, and it's going to have a hissing noise. So that hissing noise pretty much indicates that the hot water is it's making bubbles. It's making the milk warmer. You're going to aerate it till 120, and then you're going to put the staff all the way up, and so it's going to be blowing hot air actually into the milk. So it's no longer expanding the milk. While you're aerating the milk, you're going to hear a hissing noise. That's when the milk is expanding. But then once I hit 120, I'm going to put the steam wand down into the milk, and it's just going to warm it up, but it's not going to expand it anymore. And then you want to do that till 140, and then you're going to stop. And at the end of the day, you want your milk to be at a temperature of 160 degrees. But the reason you stop at 140 is because if you go all the way to 160 and then stop, obviously it's going to continue to get hotter. It's going to stop at like 180 and you're going to have burnt milk. So those are the 3 steps. I can't really... I can probably hold the camera and make the milk at the same time. We'll see what happens. First things first, you want to purge your steam wand, because when you steam a bunch of milk, you get like milk up in it, and so you want to purge it, get all that old milk out. It's very essential that you hit your button and you steam your milk at the exact same time. That way, you don't steam your milk, set it down, then hit your button, and you wait for it to get done, and your milk gets cold, or vice versa. You hit your thing, wait for it to get done, and then you steam your milk, and then your espresso's cold. You want to do them at the same time so it's hot as possible for the customer. So again, purge my wand. I only have one hand, so let's try and do as best I can. How do I want to do this? You know what, I wonder if I just set her here? Oh yeah. That totally works. Sorry, I didn't think about this a lot ahead of time. So, you're going to hear the hissing. Remember, the hissing indicates it's aerating. So 1, 2, 3, here we go. And now, a lot of newbies, when they first come, they use a thermometer, which I have right here. But I've been doing this for a while, so I can pretty much do it by hand. And we're going to see how accurate I am when we're all said and done. So you guys hear that hissing? That means the milk is aerating. Alright. Then I'm going to put it down. You don't hear us hissing as much. Now it's just warming the milk. Okay, that's done. This shot's still pulling. That's alright. I'm going to grab myself a towel because there's nothing worse than letting this milk right here harden onto your steam wand, and then it's super gross. Looky here. Clean her off. Purge her. Bam. Alrighty. That's a good shot right there. See that? You kind of want like a golden brownish. Alrighty. I'm going to set this guy back up here so you can watch what I'm about to do. Alrighty. Position this camera. Oh. Looks like she went to 165, so it's 5 degrees over. But doing it by hand, that's not bad. 5 degrees over isn't going to kill anyone. So, doing that kind of gets rid of some of the foam on top. And now you're just going to pour in. You want to tilt your cup and pour at a slow angle. This is how you make art, but like I said, I'm not very good at art. Nope, no art today. I got some foam though. So there. Now I'm going to stir this sucker. I got a little too much in there, so let's pour a little out. And like I said, this is a Snicker bar latte, so let's make it official. No one wants a Snicker bar latte without Snicker bar. So let's get some whipped cream. Our whipped cream is homemade. It's nothing fancy. It's powdered sugar, vanilla extract, and half and half. So, boop, boop, boop. Chocolate. Oh, this is a full guy. This isn't going to have room for any lids. That's okay. Who uses lids for drinks, right? Where's my Snickers? Oh my. This is a good idea to drink lots of coffee right before I go to bed when I have to be up at 6 o'clock tomorrow. But you know what? That's life. And I'm not going to lie, I'm going to go home and watch anime after this, so. A little bit of the Snicker pieces. And boom, it's done. It's a tad bit full, but she's done. And that is a Snicker bar latte. Let's make something else. As you can tell, I put too much whipped cream on top. Oh my. That is muy bueno. Okay. Let's clean up our mess. What, this 11-minute video? Let's make it a little longer. What else can I do that's interesting? You know what? Working here at my job, I find nothing more annoying than when people come in and try to order what's that word? It's at Starbucks, starts with an M, I'm drawing a blank. I'm still drawing a blank. It's not an Americano. It's a macchiato. There we go. I might edit that out. But yeah, a macchiato. So a macchiato is a traditional drink from Starbucks. And I'm totally fine. I've had it before. It's a fine drink. But when people come in and like, hey, can I get a macchiato? It's a little frustrating. Just like, hey, we're not Starbucks. We can make it. We can't make it the same. But at the end of the day, it's just frustrating knowing that they're just like, make us a Starbucks drink. However, today I'm going to make a macchiato, but I'm going to make the original version. A lot of people don't know this. I come in when they ask, I'm like, hey, do you want the Starbucks version or do you want the real version? And they're like, what's the difference? The Starbucks version is basically a 2-flavor latte with caramel and vanilla. We just made a 3-flavor latte with chocolate, caramel, and hazelnut. So that's what a Starbucks macchiato is. But the original macchiato, which came from Italy, is actually just 2 straight shots of espresso and then half and half foam on top. So that's what we're going to do next. And this guy comes in every day, like right after noon, and orders one. He's a really awesome dude. He tips like $5 every day. So that's kind of the reason I wanted to make one. And also I've wanted to try it. I've never had it. But I'm probably going to drink this, which is 2 shots. And then I'm going to drink that, which is another 2 shots. So 4 shots. It's all good. So let's get started. We're going to do the exact same thing, all right? We're going to grab our portafilter. As you can see, we now have like gross espresso because we just did it. On a normal day, I would tap it into this box right here. But we just cleaned it and I don't want to dirty it. So, it's going in the trash can. Alright, now it's clean. Gonna put 2 shots in this sucker. Alright, set the computer down. Don't fall on me, computer. You're expensive. Now we're gonna tamp it. Tamp it once. Tamp it twice. Ready to go. Okay? Plug this sucker in. She's ready to go. Now, for this one, this guy always gets it for here. So I'm going to make mine in this cute little cup. Nice and white. Okay. This one's a little tougher because sometimes not all the espresso goes in it. But we'll see what happens. Now it just gets a little bit of... Oh, we're at a half and half. Actually, we might have some over here. Sweet. Half and half. Now, you obviously want to wash your mug out because you don't want to be burning the milk. You know, if you steam some milk in here and you have some residue on the side, you don't want to be burning that. So you got to wash it out every time. So I'm just going to put a little in because you don't want a ton. Now, the difference here is you're going to want to make cappuccino milk. And what cappuccino milk is is basically the milk is going to be it's going to have a lot more foam to it. It's going to be a lot thicker. You can, if I do this right, you can take a spoon, pick it up, and turn it sideways, and the milk's going to stick to it because it's so foamy. And so earlier, like, you know how I said you want to shoot your espresso and steam your milk at the same time so they get done at the same time so they're both equally hot? This is different. For cappuccino milk to be as thick and firm as it can, you're going to want to steam your milk and then let it sit and then shoot your espresso. The way you get good firm cappuccino milk is, one, you aerate it more. That way you get more foam. And then two, you let it sit for about a minute and that foam will thicken. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to take our milk. And actually, we got this new little thing right here. We got this new espresso machine like 3 months ago. It's like 99.9% the exact same as our old one. The only difference I've ever found is this little guy. And apparently it's a wand for cappuccino milk. Never used it. So maybe we should use it tonight. But you know what? I don't want to read this. We'll do it the normal way. So like I said, first we're going to steam our milk. This is going to be a lot louder. It's going to hiss more because we have less milk in here. So here we go. Alright, like I said, you could probably hear that hiss a lot more just because you have less milk in this, so you have a louder noise. Now we're going to let that sit a little bit. If you can see, there's a little more foam in this one. Let it sit. Now we're going to take our little cup here. Let me get this guy closer. And I'm going to hit this button. Hold it right there. And a good double shot. We pulled a double shot. You can do a single shot, which is just less espresso. But a double shot generally should pull between 25 seconds to 35 seconds. If you're pulling too long, it's going to be bitter. If you're not pulling long enough, it's going to be kind of sweet. And you want a good in-between. Oh, look at that. Let's just set this guy right here. That is a good shot. It fits in there perfectly. And that's a good golden brown. Beautiful. Let's check on our milk. Or on our foam. Okay. This is the foam we have. It drips off a little bit. If I let it sit here for another minute or two, it would probably be better. So basically, you don't want the milk on the bottom. You just want the foam. And you're just going to sprinkle the foam on top. And this guy that comes in, he usually puts nutmeg on his. That's not a normal thing to do. That's not the traditional thing, but you know what? In honor of him, especially since he tips me $5 every day, I'm going to put nutmeg on mine. Just a hair. Boom. And now you have yourself a pretty little real vintage macchiato. Alright guys, this has been Nathaniel, 2D Life After Hours at my job, Smoky Row. Now, those weren't the two best lattes and macchiatos ever. Macchiatos. Wow, I can't talk today. Oh, or is that the ghost Marvin? How are you doing, Marvin? Oh my, it sounds like Marvin's giving a blowjob. No, we have a ghost here at the store. His name is Marvin. No, but yes, this has been 2D Life, and I appreciate you guys watching. If you want to watch and make anything else at the store, just comment down below. I will have to stay after hours again because, you know, I can't have my camera out recording myself making drinks while I'm at work. So anyways, like and subscribe, guys. Have a great day. Bitter. Just kidding. Delicious.